Hey everyone, today we're diving deep into something absolutely critical when you're buying or selling a home in California, and that's seller disclosures. Think of these as the property's vaccination card, the legally required information sellers must provide to buyers. Understanding these is key to a smooth and transparent transaction. Let's break down the main ones you'll encounter based right here on paragraph 11 of Residential Purchase Agreements. First up, the big ones. Number one, the TDS, Transfer Disclosure Statement. This is probably the most well-known disclosure. The TDS is the seller's opportunity and obligation to disclose any known material facts affecting the property's value and desirability. Think leaky roofs, faulty plumbing, foundation issues, anything significant they're aware of. Sellers, honesty here isn't just good policy, it's the law. And buyers, this is your first detailed look into the property's known history and condition directly from the seller. Number two is the SPQ or ESD, Seller Property Questionnaire or Exempt Seller Disclosure. Often accompanying the TDS is the SPQ. It asks more detailed questions covering everything from neighborhood noise to repairs and insurance claims. If a seller is exempt from providing a TDS, like in certain trust or probate sales, they'll typically use the Exempt Seller Disclosure, ESD, instead. Both aim to give buyers a more complete picture. Now, number three is the NHD Natural Hazard Disclosure Statement. Southern California has its share of natural hazards, right? Wildfires, earthquakes, and floods are very common out here. The NHD tells you if the property sits in specific zones, special flood hazard areas, very high fire hazard severity zones, earthquake fault zones, seismic hazard zones, and more. This report, usually prepared by a third-party company, is crucial for understanding potential environmental risks associated with the location. You can also access information about most of these zones on government websites before submitting an offer. Number four is Mello-Roos or Special Assessment Disclosure. You might hear about Mello-Roos. This isn't a natural hazard, but it's a financial one if you're not expecting it. This disclosure reveals if the property is subject to special tax assessment district like Mello-Roos or the Improvement Bond Act of 1915. These taxes are in addition to regular property taxes and are used to finance specific public facilities or services in the area. You'll often see this in new development zones. It's crucial to know if these apply and how much they cost annually. Now, number five is lead-based paint disclosure. This one's specific. If the home was built before 1978, federal law requires sellers to provide a specific disclosure about known lead-based paint or hazards. Buyers also get a pamphlet about lead hazards and the opportunity to conduct their own assessment. Number six is fire hardening and defensible space disclosure. With increasing wildfire risk, these are vital. If the property is in a higher or very high fire hazard zone and built before 2010, sellers need to disclose known features that make it vulnerable to wildfires and provide information about defensible space compliance. This often comes with an addendum outlining responsibilities. Not a big deal. Just know that this disclosure exists. So why is all this paperwork so important? Well, for sellers, it's about fulfilling your legal duty, protecting yourself from future liabilities, and fostering trust. For buyers, these documents are a cornerstone of your investigation contingency. In fact, I've done a separate video digging into contingencies and their timelines that you can find right up here, I think. You have a specific time frame to review everything. If something concerning pops up in these disclosures after you've made your offer, you generally have a right to renegotiate or even cancel the contract within a period of time. It's all about making informed decisions. As your realtor, I guide you through interpreting these reports and understanding their implication. We ensure sellers provide everything required and buyers have the time and resources to review them thoroughly. Okay, now I'm curious. For those of you who have bought or sold property before, what's the most surprising or unusual thing you've ever seen or learned from a seller disclosure report. What did you see there? I'm genuinely curious to see what was so wrong with that disclosure. I'm sure there's a lot of good stories out there. We just need to find them. Navigating disclosures can seem daunting, but as you can see, it's a fundamental part of the California home buying and selling process. So if you got questions about disclosures or anything else related to buying or selling in Southern California, feel free to reach out to me.